Oh my gracious. My word. There's no way it can be January. What you looking at? Hey everybody, KeyPlayer61 back with an update video on the greenhouse. I couldn't resist that, especially for January the 16th. Anyway, let's get started. Show y'all what's going on. Back with you here for a quick greenhouse update. Giving you a shot of these golden bell peppers here. If you remember the picture of them last time, had a couple little nubs on them. Well, they've gotten quite a bit bigger than that, and they hadn't even thought about turning golden yet. But they're looking real good. And if you remember the little scrawny red one, you can see it's coming quite along. And probably from the last video that you've seen it in. Doing very good. And I'm going to give you a little update here. And this is the celery that we did in the cracky buckets. As you can see, it's doing great, So y'all want to try this? This was so easy. It's unreal, just so easy. I mean, I just cut the stalks off of celery stalks we got at the grocery store. Just cut them off about 1 inch from the bottom. Set them in a tray of water, let them root, and put them in some nutrient mix once the roots start coming through, and you'll have celery. I guarantee you. And you can cut off of this stuff and it'll keep on growing back. For those of y'all that may not have known that, celery does replenish itself. So you just cut the stalks off and they will continue to grow. So thought that was pretty interesting. And tomato plants are still hanging on there pretty good. We picked a ton of these things right there at just right after Christmas. You saw the video there, all down through there was just nothing but red. And we still got plenty on here, and still plenty more to come. Had a little lull in there. I want to show you guys something here if I can get in close on this plant here. That's an example right there, a bloom drop off, blossom drop off, should I say. That's what happens when you get. See, we got some right there. A couple of those made on that one right there, if you can see that. And a lot of them, you see right here where they just drop off. So it just falls right off of there. And we had a couple of single-digit days of temperatures here. Cloudy, no sun, high humidity in here. There's another one right there. You can see that. Just a complete cluster failure right there. So you sit down here where the last one's made, and then you go up and you've missed about 3. Another one right there. You missed about 3 clusters right there forming. And that's what happens when you get high humidity, no sunshine, and cool temperatures in the greenhouse. Like I say, single digits. I mean, I managed to keep it about right at 50 degrees in here, even with 6 degrees, which is pretty good. But still, with cloudy weather, you know, and high humidity, no sun, and cool temperatures as well, they just won't do too much. But as you can see, if I can try to keep them shooting into the sun here, we got bloom clusters coming on right there again. So just a little lull in there. We'll have a little lull in the tomatoes, but it won't be that noticeable. I just won't be able to give as many away. But anyway, if any of y'all are doing this and you're wondering why your blooms are dropping off, and that's a good reason why. But, as you can see, the cracky beds are empty at the moment. We finally ate up and gave away all that lettuce that we could, and I've got new seedlings started. and they are coming along, and probably here in about another week we're going to be filling this thing right back up again with more lettuce. And I'm gonna do that last bed down there. I'm gonna fill it up with all beans. If you remember, I did a few bush beans down there, and they did real good. Just wasn't enough of them, so I'm gonna fill that whole thing up with, I'm gonna put 12 in there, and we'll see how they do. But I did manage to save. I was talking about the kale in one of the videos, how it wasn't doing too good. Well, it finally kicked in and started doing pretty good. As you can see right there, I just moved it out of the beds and put it in a little 3-gallon bucket as well. So and it's doing just fine. So anyway, it just got off to a slow start for some reason or other. And as you can see down here, the cucumbers are gone. They just completely took over. I did not prune them like I should have. And they just took over everything. But as you can see, as one life ends, a new life begins. So we're starting over in this one. This is going to be a variety called Little Leaf. The leaves are much smaller. Figure that'll help with not blocking out so much of the sunlight coming into the other plants in here. So I'm going to give y'all a shot here through the door of the greenhouse. You might remember the cabbage that used to be out there. Well, when they predicted 6 degrees, I said, well, probably not going to make it at 6 degrees. So we went ahead and harvested cabbage, and we just we went ahead and canned it up, and along with the collard greens, of course. But we definitely enjoyed all that. But I had to let them go because I figured it'd be better to hang on to what I may be able to salvage rather than let it all sit out there and die. So anyway, I took that out. But we still got the garlic and onions going down there, so we're looking forward to that for the springtime. We're looking forward to spring anyway. I love the greenhouse, but there's still nothing like being outdoors gardening. But anyway, guys, I hope this kept you up to date, and I will continue to keep you up to date. And we get these seedlings in for these cracky beds. As soon as they get going a little bit, I'll give you another update on that, and we'll keep you posted. Meanwhile, hope you enjoyed it, and God bless y'all, and we'll see you next time.